Brothers, I am here to tell you today why your wife is never in the mood. You see, the mood for intimacy is influenced by so many things. I have a list of some of them. You see, anyone's lack of sexual desire may be influenced by either psychological or physical issues, or even both. And as we all know, a good sex life in a marriage usually means a happier relationship. And the reverse is true. Mismatched libidos will affect your marriage, and they're always going to leave one partner feeling extremely frustrated. So get a pen and paper, take down some notes, go back home, ask your partner which of these issues she is struggling with. Number one, your foreplay is lacking. You see, it's easy to forget the reward of paying close attention to the needs and desires of your partner. But I need you to remember that what happens at dawn may determine what happens at dusk. Let me ask, why does flirting and dating stop after the wedding? I don't understand it. Why do we always forget that flirting lights the fire? You need to continue dating your partner. It does add some spice to the relationship, right? Let foreplay become the pattern of behavior. And this goes both ways, by the way. Both men and women do love pampering. Number two, does she usually get up at 5 a.m., make breakfast, take the kids to school, go to work, then pick them up, pass by the grocery store, then come back home, do some housework, then homework, then she has to make dinner, and you don't understand why she doesn't feel like getting sexy for you? It's weird, right? I mean, why wouldn't anyone want to have sexual intercourse after all of that? Brother, she is tired. Help her. Mugonde zemoko, and you'll see how things will change. Number three, relationship issues. You see, sometimes conflicts with your partner can make their way into the bedroom. Every couple has periods of difficulty and challenges. But in this case, you might want to try communication. It is the key to resolving these issues. Emotional intimacy, in so many ways, is very important, just as sexual intimacy is. So if you have ongoing conflicts that are always left unresolved, I need you to check that, okay? It could be the problem causing the decrease in her libido. I mean, you can't expect us to have a good time after we've been fighting for the past 6 months. No, it's not going to happen. Number four, you simply don't understand what gives your partner pleasure, and your ego just doesn't allow you to humble yourself and ask her and learn a few things. So sexual intercourse becomes like a chore to your partner because she's honestly not enjoying it. Amalaga. You see, even under less than ideal circumstances, a man's ability to be ready to have sexual intercourse lives closer to the surface than a woman's, right? And once sexually ready, a man can find himself in the right mental zone for sexual intercourse fairly quickly. A woman's sexual engine can take a little longer to rev, and that mental zone can take longer to reach. So give her some time, okay? For some men, all you have to do is wink at them and they are ready to go. It is difficult for many women. They need some time, so give it to them. By the way, many of you might not know this, but sexual intercourse between husband and wife is ibadah. It's a whole act of worship in Islam. So if it's painful, fix it. If it's boring, fix it. If it's non-existent, please fix it. Moving on, pregnancy, new motherhood, breastfeeding, all of these can cause a decrease in a woman's sex drive. You see, our bodies undergo a lot of hormonal changes when we are pregnant and breastfeeding. And for many women, this affects their libido for months even. So they do need a little bit of patience. There are several contributors to low libido during this time, okay, including body changes, fatigue, challenges caring for a new baby. Motherhood can be rough on a woman's sex life. She's stressed, tired, she doesn't feel sexy anymore, etc. Do you know what she needs? Rest, support, empathy, and understanding. Number 6, we have physical illnesses, certain medications, fatigue, loss of esteem, mental health issues like anxiety, depression, stress from either work or at home. And as you can tell by now, when a woman isn't in the mood, 2 things are already at play. Psychological or physical factors, both these play an important role in affecting her libido. Number 7, maybe she struggles with performance anxiety, meaning that the thought of having intercourse worries and stresses her to the bone. You see, many women have a harder time getting out of their heads and allowing themselves to relax and enjoy the company of their partner. You might want to check that. Number 8, a history of sexual abuse and having negative experiences with sex can also promote sexual distance. Number 9, certain types of birth control do affect libido, so be sure to talk to your OBGYN before getting them. Number 10, sexual dysfunction. Sexual dysfunction is a problem that can happen during any phase of the sexual response cycle. Issues such as painful sex, which they call dyspareunia, vaginal dryness, vaginismus, or even problems reaching orgasm, can create anxiety surrounding sexual intercourse and lead to a decrease in sexual desire. You might want to see a doctor to have these checked. Number 12, maybe she's got new kinks. When was the last time you explored? Chances are the old styles or positions aren't working for her anymore. So communicate. Problem is when these women communicate with you, so where did you learn this from? Who taught you this? Who taught you that? Come on, people change. Number 13, she has lost all feelings for you. This is also common in relationships that have lasted for a while. A time comes and your partner clearly doesn't feel you anymore, because most of the women connect emotionally to connect sexually. So you might also want to check that. If I have missed anything, please do share in the comment section. Before I go, please note that loss of libido is a common problem affecting both men and women at some point in their lives. Libido naturally varies significantly from one person to another, and it can change throughout your life. There is no right or wrong level of libido. Some people want to have sexual intercourse every day, while others may feel like having it, a few times in a month or a year, or even not at all. The right or normal libido for you depends on your preferences and life circumstances. Please seek help if you're usually experiencing a really, really low sex drive, all right? Sexual satisfaction among partners declines the longer a relationship goes on. Sadly, it happens silently, secretly, and often without discussion, which ends up causing a lot of resentment, frustration, and a lack of intimacy in relationships. And more often than not, infidelity. But guess what? It can be fixed, and it may be easier than you think. In a relationship, it doesn't matter if you're male or female, somebody always wants more intimacy. Husband or wife, somebody always wants more cuddle time, all right, or more attention. In every relationship, one partner wants it more. So which partner is it in your relationship? As you watch this, please ask yourself, which partner is sexually frustrated in the relationship? Are you getting it enough? If not, have you asked yourself why not? I hope this video helps you unlock the mystery of your partner's vanishing libido. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.